Hello there, it's the Archivist from tradingcardarchives.com, and I am here today to open another box of Kabag or Gabagos One Piece 27th Anniversary Year of the Dragon set. So this is a New Year's set that Kabag put out for One Piece, but it's also part of their Endless Treasures line. So we'll see when we open them on the back, it will say, endless treasures, and where it usually says, fourth, fifth, sixth, it's going to say dragon, which I think is a pretty cool set of cards to get. Yeah, so this box is still available. You can still buy it. We opened half of it a couple weeks ago. We opened half of a different box to compare with Light Card's release, and this was definitely the better of the two boxes. So I've been excited ever since then to get into a complete box because I'd love to just open one full box for you guys so that everyone can see, what's in it and what the kind of distributions are like. Because one of the things we really love about Kabog sets is they don't load them up with base cards. So it's not like Spider-Man or something where we're going to open this and have just a pile of SRs down here. What you get in a Kabog set is a really even distribution of a bunch of different rarities. So any given box is going to give you, I think, like 3 or 4 each of tons of different rarities, all the way from the base up into the hits. And so I think it's great in that sense because you really get to see all the cards that are available, and they make some excellent cards. So let's get going and get this box opened up here. It doesn't have the usual side edge that you would want for scissors, but that's there we go. And yeah, it's interesting because the security tape on these always says Gabago like that, but you'll see that the sort of their official translation of their own logo is not bad. Although when you're romanizing Mandarin, you can write the pronunciations a bunch of different ways, and it's okay. There's like 3 or 4 different completely valid romanizations, and Gabago is one. Kabog, though, is the one that they use as their official translation or whatever. So you'll hear me call it both. Both are valid, so I'll switch back and forth. But yeah, Gabago, Kabago, Kabog, they're all kind of the same company. But yeah, just check out that artwork. That is insane. I have not yet pulled a card with that art on it, but that's why we have these boxes, because we want those. Those look so nice. And you can see some more on the inside here. And it looks like we got a hip pack in here, but just one this time. I can't tell. It doesn't feel as heavy as the last hip pack we got. So it's probably not going to be quite that nice, but we'll see. So there's 7 there. 5 down the side. Oh, 6. No, okay, 13. Yeah, okay. So what happens with these boxes? I think a commenter was explaining it to me this morning. So I haven't replied to you yet, but they were saying how like within a case of 36 boxes, there's X boxes that have just one standard hit pack, and then there's a fewer boxes that have a special extra hit pack in them, and then there's even fewer boxes in the case that have like the silver or the gold hit pack in them. So even within a case, you can get good and bad box. All the boxes are good here, but you can definitely get lucky and get one of those like gold hit packs in here. But I did not get that lucky today. Pretty typical, right? You kind of have to buy a case yourself if you want to get those, because for the most part, people who know these sets know how to search those out, and so they're not going to ship them to you, basically. But yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and put this to the side here. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and get started. Let me make sure I've got sleeves ready. Yeah, here we go. So it's another just wonderful set from Kabog. I mean, just look at the art, even on the pack here. It's just brilliant. And then it's Year of the Dragon too. So the artwork is crazy. Although what we found in the last box was this actually had more than just New Year's cards in it. There were like Halloween cards and Christmas cards in the last set, which was kind of silly, but I mean they were there. Oh, and there's one for you right now. So there you can see. So here's an XR. That's a Nice card. That's actually a pretty high tier card in the set. I believe there's some nice emboss work on that too. Man, that is nice. And yeah, you can see here, it's part of their Grand Line Endless Treasure series. And Kabag has released 6 full sets in that series, each with like 500 unique cards in it. So there are thousands of cards to collect in this series. It's insane. But they all have the number here. So like the first set says first here, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then the New Year's set, will have the animal in it. So this is going to be the dragon year set. So it says dragon there. And yeah, I don't have the flyer up next to me, but these XRs are, they're not top tier cards or anything. This set has 40 different tiers of rarity. But XR, I think, is at the top of the bottom end, let's just say. And then here's an XS, which is also a very nice looking card with, again, just some really nice emboss here on where that logo is. And yeah, just, it's a crisp, I don't, like, again, I'm not sure why the New Year's set includes Christmas cards in it, but it does. We're actually probably going to pull quite a few of them. In the last box, I think we pulled like 2 different sets of Christmas art. And no dragon art, which, was the reason I bought this, was to get the dragon art. So it's kind of disappointing not to get that, but whatever. We'll take what we can get. There's really no bad cards in the set. I mean, here's this is a base SSR, and you can see that's a Halloween card, right? I mean, there's Halloween jack-o'-lanterns there. There's a dog trick-or-treating there. It's definitely, a Halloween-themed card. Here's Nami on the Christmas XS. And so what you'll see is like what we're doing here, you're going to find when we get through this, there's going to be like 3 of these, 3 of these, 3 of these. They give a very nice even distribution of the cards. And, I think it makes the boxes a lot more fun to open than something like Spider-Man because, the first box is great in any set, but when you're opening something like Spider-Man where they load up the packs with the SRs, after your second or third box, all the SR, you have all of them. So it's like, 1 or 2 new cards in the whole box is what you're looking for. And they're great cards. So when you get them, they're awesome and they're worth, $100 or more. So they're wonderful things to pull. But still, from a pure collector point of view, I prefer sets like this where, every card is fun to look at and it's not just, not just those top hits that matter to you, right? So here we have another just very cool looking card. This is an HR, and that's Nami, again, Halloween themed. Obviously, she's kind of dressed as a witch there with a cauldron and a black cat. Very cool theming on that. Here is, I'm not sure why they call these poster cards, but I got some of these last time too, but they all have this kind of poster look to them, these LRs. Beautiful. See, already we're just like, I'm not kidding. These are amazing boxes and they're very cheap too. Well, they're usually going to be like $24 or something, but during the sales, you can get these for 17 or even less if you buy a few. So, really good price on them. And the cards have tons of value. This is easily the most collected One Piece set that exists. So, a lot of people collect these and resell them. If you look up any of these card numbers on eBay, you'll find 2 or 3 listings for every single card. There's a huge market for them. So these URs are like Valentine's Day. I don't know if you can see the little heart down there, but they're like a Valentine's Day card. So again, it's just like a different holiday. No New Year's. I have not pulled a single New Year's card at all from this New Year's box. But I'm sure they're in there. We just haven't gotten them yet. I mean, these might count. They have at least the year on them. Keep going here. 2 cards per pack, but that's not a problem because all the cards are awesome and you don't really want a ton of bulk base cards and dupes and things. So getting the 2 cards per packet is actually not a bad deal here in these Kabag sets. Some sets that can be a problem, but not in Kabag. So this is a New Year's card. So I kind of skipped over it. But yeah, this is definitely a New Year's card. A little bit off, well, quite a bit off center on the back, but I think the front is centered a little better. The reason you can tell it's New Year's is the red and gold, right? Those are the Lunar New Year's colors. So definitely very pretty card there. And GR rarity, so I'm sure, again, a pretty high rarity there. And so here is, what am I looking at here? This is an SQR. SQR, I think. So that's going to be a chibi character, and I'm unsure. I guess it's Christmas, right? These are like Christmas cookies. Yeah, okay, and that's, yeah, Santa hat, so definitely Christmas themed. But that's Boa Hancock SQR. Nice. I feel like we're pulling some top cards here. I kind of want to go and grab the flyer just to see where some of these sit. I might pause here and I'll be right back. I just want to make sure I have the flyer up so I can be a little bit more informative about what the different rarities are that you see on the table here, because I get the impression these two might be like pretty high tier cards. I'll be right back. So yeah, as I kind of guessed, this SQR here it's the highest tier card on the table right now. Honestly, this GR is actually pretty low on the rarity list, but even as high as that is, it's still like 15 rarities from the top, right? This set has gold coin and silver coin cards and all kinds of interesting tiers at the top. If you've never gone through a flyer for one of these sets, it's something else to look at. I mean, for one thing, it's like a mile long. You just keep scrolling. It just never ends. But there's so many different rarities and art styles, and it's a crazy thing. If I remember, I'll link it in the video here so you can go look at it yourself. Because yeah, it's fun. You just keep scrolling. It's like, oh my god, it's just everything. It's just crazy all the time in there. Oh wow, okay, another XR. Oh, I see. So the XRs are kind of like knitted, like yarn. It looks like. There was like a Nintendo 64 game, right, where Yoshi was, maybe it was a Wii. I can't remember. There was like a Yoshi game where he was made out of yarn like that too. And there we got another SQR. This time Ace. These are great pulls. These two SQRs are, I mean, very good cards to get, I would say. They look awesome, but also high rarity too. And I guess that's also technically Christmas themed around the edges, though you really can't tell from the image itself that it's a Christmas thing. But the framing makes it look like a Christmas card, or at least a Christmas themed card. There's our other SSR. And oh my, an SDR. Okay. So yeah, I was just looking at the flyer, so I know this is a very, very high tier card there. You have a choice, it says. Nice. I love this green on the back. That's really pretty. But yeah, that SDR right there is now the highest tier card we pulled. That is really, really nice. And we'll go like this a little bit. Yeah, and as we get through the rest of these, you'll see these piles all fill in. We should end up with, like I said, about 3 of each. Another HR. The Halloween theme here. This is Vivi. And ooh, another SDR. Wow, okay, that's very impressive. It also says you have a choice there. I don't know if you can see the kind of like wild refraction going on in the background there, but it is pretty crazy how many layers of that there are on this card. So there's our SDR. I wonder if we're going to get like 3 GRs. That would be That would be really nice. Something tells me that's not going to happen. I'm not that lucky. Okay. Next pack. Oh my. Oh my goodness. That's got to be a puzzle of some kind, right? That has to be a puzzle piece. Yeah, okay. Definitely going to be a puzzle piece. So on the back here, it's showing you the full image, and you can tell that the piece we have is this corner one there. My, that's a good one to get. That is great. I generally don't like puzzles because you can never really complete them because they're so hard to get all the cards from. On the other hand, the puzzle piece cards tend to sell well, so they're good for that, but they're not great from a collector point of view. But if I have to get a puzzle card, I like to get one like this, where the image kind of stands on its own, right? You could put that in a binder just by itself, and it's a great looking card. There's no problem with it at all. Here's our third SSR. Likely that's going to be the last SSR we get. Another, I guess another Halloween theme. Yeah, that's right. All the SSRs there are Halloween themed. There we go. Oh, I spoke way too soon. Here we go with a fourth SSR. Okay. Well, at least we're not swimming in them, right? And who's that? That's I love that they're in English. Shirahoshi. I haven't watched enough One Piece to know who that is yet. There's Zoro. I do know Zoro, of course. But yeah, I mean, just look at the variety of artwork, and just, I don't know, there's really nicely presented cards. If you go back and watch the video where I compared this with the Light Card set, you can see kind of what I mean there. Light Card puts a lot of treatments on their cards so they look like they're really fancy, but the result is you can't really see the art. It's like hidden behind all these weird refraction patterns they have. Whereas these guys, Kabag does a much better job of, bringing the art forward. You can even tell like that's a knitted character, and still that card has stamping on it, has some emboss on it, has tons of refraction on it. It's still got a lot of tech on that card, but you can at least see the image. That's kind of nice. Here's a Sanji. That's nice. He's always a popular character. Oh, we got two Sanjis actually. There's a Sanji pack. There's a Valentine's Day. Well, that's a good one, right? Yeah, he could cook a really good Valentine's Day dinner. Right, put that right there. Oh, I guess actually the URs go here. Yeah, there we go. And we got two more packs, and then the hit pack. I didn't feel anything heavy as I was taking the packs out. I would have mentioned if I had, so I don't think we got any coins or anything today. But again, that's, unless you buy a case, it's pretty rare to get those. I have gotten a few once in a while, but it's rare because the vendors know how to search those out, and so they usually will not send them to you. If they do, it's kind of an accident. Beautiful Valentine's card there again. Then yeah, we got a Luffy GR. Look at that. Yeah, I don't care if these GRs are lower tier. They look so nice, and they're like the only actual New Year's cards in that I've ever pulled. So I still think they're kind of my favorites, these GRs here. But I don't know. What do you guys? I mean, drop a comment if you if you like that more or that more. I don't know what your favorites are. I guess that's actually pretty cool. They're all great. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think is the best looking card here that we pulled so far, at least? Knowing that there's 15 tiers of rarity that we haven't even touched. Oh, nice. I got a third GR, so that's perfect. But you can see the distribution play out here. 3, 3, 3. It's all threes. The only times you're getting less than 3 are these higher. These are all kind of higher tier cards. We're only getting 2 of each. Look at that. I think I actually already had this one, but it is just a wild looking card there. It shines like a Christmas ornament. It's so reflective. That's nice. All right, and I mean, that was a fantastic, even without the hitbox, that was a fantastic box. These cards over here easily pay for that box. I mean, I haven't, actually, I'll go comp one of these just so I can see if that's right. Because I don't think I've comped any of these yet. Let me be back in a second before I tell you how much they're worth, because I want to make sure I'm not lying to you. I'll be right back. Yeah, wow. So I was pretty wrong, actually. I'm glad I looked. So this set seems to be well sold in America, I would guess. What I mean there is I think a lot of people imported this set. I don't know if that was my fault or not, but a lot of people imported this because there are a ton of them for sale and the prices are very normalized. It almost, searching for this set on eBay is almost as easy now as searching for like any Western card set, like Star Wars Galaxy or something. There's just as many sales as this, and the prices are just as stable as in a set like that, which is kind of amazing considering this is a bootleg anime card set from China, right? That's kind of amazing to see. But it's there. And so what happened is, all of these rarities are basically about $2 to $3 each, which not a bad deal at all. But that means that, the hit cards are where the money is on this. Now, on the other hand, while I was looking, I saw, I searched for GRs, right? And I found some GRs from earlier sets, like the 5th set. And I have a couple of those, and those are selling for over $100 right now. So I kind of want to go search through my boxes after this and see which ones I have, and maybe go list those because they seem to be worth a shocking amount of money right now. Yeah, that makes sense because that set, I think, the 5th was probably the best one that they've made so far, in my opinion, and also sold out very quickly. Like those boxes were gone within like 2 or 3 weeks. I still have one sealed one here that I'll be giving away soon. Really soon, actually. We're at 635 subscribers right now. We only need to get to 666, and I'm going to run the next giveaway. So we're like 30 away. So, tell your friends, parents, whoever you know. Let's get up there because, yeah, it's good giveaway time. Not numbered this time. Last time we pulled a numbered card. Actually, last time we pulled a really awesome numbered card. It was 88 of 666, which I know those numbers, they don't seem special, or maybe they even seem bad to us in the West. But in Asian numerology, 8s and 6s are really actually quite lucky numbers. And so 6 means smooth sailing. And so 3 6s in a row means you're going to have a really smooth year, a really easy time of things. So it's actually a pretty lucky card. Wow, that is excellent. So that's Shanks on the ZR, and I mean, it looks like a portrait in a museum or something. That is a matte finish on the card too. Actually, I'm gonna need a thicker sleeve for this. And I will go comp this because I bet it is. I bet this pays for the box. But again, I could be wrong. The way this thing sold, there might be tons of these out there. So that's the thing. The rarer a set is, the more expensive it's going to be, obviously. And clearly, they sold a lot of these, and so the prices didn't go up the way they did in previous sets. But I'm going to check this. I'll be right back, and then we'll be done here. So 1 second. Yeah, and there it is. There's only one listed, but it's listed at $30, which is right about where I thought it should be. I mean, it's a beautiful card, and also it's the hit in a box, so it should be about at box price. And I mean, that's high for box price, but that's still pretty good. So obviously we easily made our money back on this because that alone paid for the whole box, and then these paid for another box. So yeah, we definitely did really well here. Really, you can't go wrong. Kabag sets are just amazing. They're always going to be fun. So yeah, another beautiful set of cards here. I'm trying to go through and think in my head what are going to be my favorites, and I really think it's going to be probably these two are going to end up as my top 2 cards from the box. And just because, that's the hit, obviously that's amazing. But then I just really love the gold on that Luffy New Year card. I think it's, really great looking stamping on there. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. And yeah, I'll go ahead and end the video here. And yeah, have a great rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.